Welcome back to another YouTube video. You might be thinking right now, is she alone in the gym right now? And yes, I've got this entire space for myself and I'm super thankful for this. I actually didn't want to film today's video in a crowded gym because that would be a little bit too embarrassing, I guess. Yeah, there's gonna be some very, let's say, stupid exercises in today's video, and it's just a little bit, you know, shaming if you're filming this when it's crowded. I don't know. Some people might not even think about this, but for me, it's just like a no-go. So I messaged the owner of the gym, which is a very good friend of mine, like, hey, can I use the gym when it's closed to film my YouTube video? And he was like, of course. So, empty gym. Empty temple for myself. Very grateful for this. Today's video is gonna be a very interesting one because we are actually doing this or that. So this is a concept and it's a glutes edition. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you through a couple of exercises and show you guys even better exercises for the glutes specifically. And some of the exercises you will see in today's video are exercises I would definitely not recommend at all, but unfortunately I do see a lot on social media. It looks fancy, it looks, you know, it looks different than the typical exercises, and I know that a lot of people who are not into weightlifting for a long time might be trapped into this and think like, oh my God, that exercise, I have never seen it, I've never done it. That might be the exercise I'm missing in my routine to ridiculously grow my glutes. But most of the times it's just not the case, and it's just a seek of attention, and overcomplicating the usual things is just, yeah, I would say a sickness of today's world on social media. Like, a lot of people want to act like they have invented a new exercise that will do the magic to give you faster results, but yeah, you have to really take it with a pinch of salt. And that's what I'm literally gonna do with my Hyrox electrolytes. This is a supplement by Myprotein, which I've recently started taking, which I drink during my workout or even on days when I'm not working out. I also drink it. Like, I have my daily 2 scoops of the Hyrox Electro. If you're someone that sweats a lot or does actually Hyrox, which I don't really do, but if you're doing Hyrox, then taking the supplement can be really helpful, because the more intense your activity is, the more you will obviously sweat. When you sweat, you lose a lot of minerals, you lose a lot of salt. And it's really important to make sure that your electrolyte balance is back to its normal level as soon as you have finished your workout. So this is the reason why I started implementing this supplement into my routine. I'm someone that sweats a lot when I exercise, and I'm also someone that struggles a lot with headaches. If you're someone that easily struggles with headaches, this can also be a sign that you need to take more electrolytes into your system. So this is exactly what I'm doing right now. First debate, side-lying leg press or a regular unilateral leg press. The side-lying leg press is an exercise I've been seeing a lot on social media in glutes workouts, as it is shown as a more glutes-focused variation on a leg press machine, but reality is it's actually not. And I must admit, I've been guilty of doing this exercise too, but luckily already years ago, more like in the beginning stage of my fitness journey, so thanks God, I've already come to the realization like many years ago that this is not it. But I'm gonna show you the exercise in case you have never seen it. The side-lying leg press, you're lying in this position on the leg press and basically go all the way like so. Not only only is it extremely uncomfortable to sit in this position, it's also very tricky on the knee because, as you can see, my knee and my foot are not in a great position when I'm lying in this position. And so this can really put a lot of stress on the knee joint. And, you know, it's an exercise that can easily lead to injuries, let's put it that way. Yeah, people think like by laying in this position that it's more glutes focused, but it's definitely not. Yes, you feel it in your leg, but not specifically more in your glutes. A better option in this case is to simplify things. Like, you just want to do a regular unilateral leg press, but instead of putting focus on the quadriceps and putting your feet low on the platform, we want to put emphasis on the glutes and the hamstrings. So we are putting our feet more on the higher end of the platform and keeping a wide stance. So like so. Make sure you're in a good and stable position. And go all the way down, up. Slow eccentrics. And you will feel an amazing stretch in the glutes and hamstrings area. And you're in a very comfortable position. And don't need to stress about balancing or, you know. So side lying leg press.
Shit!
Our second debate is the abductor machine. Now, an exercise I also see often, but luckily already less frequently than a couple of years ago, is to do the abductor in a reverse position, so in a standing position basically. Not only does it look super weird, it also has no benefits of doing it in this way. Same as with the side laying leg press. I am also guilty of doing this exercise in my early years of training. You know, I think it's very important to admit I've been there, I've done that, but I've also learned, and I just want you guys to also make sure that you're not wasting your time in the gym by doing exercises which have no additional benefit or have no benefits at all. Just climbing on this machine like this alone is already like so, oh my goodness. How in the hell have I ever done this exercise? Like, you cannot even do it properly, like, what the fuck? But yeah, this is an exercise, guys, that I unfortunately still see on social media. And yeah, people think like, oh my God, I've never seen this. Like, this looks really nice. No, it doesn't. Not only is it, again, very unstable, you're also not chronically putting your feet outwards and inwards. So this can really lead to big imbalances, as you can see, because one leg is more engaged than the other. Just because there's a lack of stability leads to more momentum, and so there's less isolation on the glute. So yeah, in one rep you're going deeper than the other, so
shit!
But you want to do it in the correct way. Also, how this exercise or how this machine is actually designed in the first place. So then you can either lean a little bit forward with your torso or keep it like this and perform the exercise like this. Here you're focusing more on the gluteus medius and minimus. When you're leaning more forward, you're actually more focusing and more targeting the gluteus maximus, so the biggest muscle of your glutes, let's say. So, as you can see, you have much more stability. There's no swinging, controlled movements, and it's just the best way how you can perform this isolation exercise. Like, stop overcomplicating and misusing a machine for what it's not made in the first place. On to number 3. Our third debate is lunges. Now there's a lot of different lunges you can do to train your lower body. There's a lot of variations, but there's only a few variations that are really, really great to target your glutes specifically. I'm gonna show you 2 variations and say which one is actually the best to target your glutes. Now the first lunge variation I often see on social media is the side to side lunge. Now I will be honest, it's an exercise I actually never do. I don't really have to say like I don't do it often, I just don't do it in general. Yes, obviously the glutes are targeted, but this is definitely far from the best lunge variation you can do to target your glutes, because in this position you're actually engaging way more your quads and your adductors than your glutes, because you're all the time in a kind of squat position. There's a lot of emphasis on the quadriceps, and this is actually not what you want in a glutes workout. So yeah, is it a bad exercise? No. Is it the best exercise? No. Let me show you a lunge variation which is actually an 11 out of 10. Okay, let me pause this for a second and highlight my gorgeous outfit of today. It's a brand new flare collection by TLF I'm wearing, which has launched this week. So you can shop it with code TLFSAF as always and save on your order. They are also running a big sale at the moment, so worth taking a look and score some of the best and most gorgeous deals. Now, a way better lunge variation you can do to target your glutes to the fullest is a reverse lunge. So basically, instead of doing a front step as a regular lunge looks like, you're doing it in a reverse motion. So you're basically taking a big step backwards, go all the way down, and you will feel an amazing stretch in your hamstrings and glutes. Go up, slightly engage the glutes, don't fully stretch the knee, but keep a slight bend. By taking a big step backwards, you're training your glutes through a full range of motion, and I will repeat it once again, like the stretch in your glute muscles is just from another level. This is also the reason why this exercise has been a staple in my routines for years. I absolutely adore this exercise with my entire heart, because it has definitely given me the results. So, yeah. So, conclusion, side to side lunge.
Shit!
If you thought you have seen it all by now, I'm here with another one. Then we already have 4 great debates. And so this is the 4th one. And in my point of view, is it the worst? I think so. But something I really don't understand is it's also the exercise which I actually to this date see the most on social media, and even well-known trainers are like completely into this exercise, and I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why you could really hype up this exercise, because it's just, there's just a couple of things wrong with it in my point of view. So we are actually talking about the Smith machine kickback. I hope that's the correct name. But basically you take a bench, wait, like the setup on its own already is just so extremely complicated that I already lose motivation to even set up this exercise. Wait. How does this work? My goodness, this is going to be very strange. I must admit, guys, I've done this exercise also in the past when I was new into fitness. As I'm saying, all the exercises I am showing you right now today are exercises I'm guilty of doing also because of a lack of knowledge. But so basically, oh, I know right now, it's called the kneeling Smith machine kickback, I guess. So basically, you put your foot on the bar and then press up, go down, and go up again. Now, honest opinion, do you feel the engagement in the glutes? Definitely. But as you can see, I'm in a very unstable position. You can easily overarch your back, which definitely takes away, oh my goodness, which definitely takes away the contraction of the glutes. So you're overcompensating with your lower back basically, or you can easily overcompensate. So this, in my point of view, makes it an exercise I would not really advise for that specific reason, but other than this also, it looks weird. It feels not natural as you're sitting in this position. It's also a lot of trial and error to feel like the sweet spot. It's also super unhandy to unlock the bar and lock it again. So imagine that you're putting a lot of weight onto it. I don't know, this is seen more like a isolation exercise, and an isolation exercise usually doesn't need a lot of load. So yeah, once again, stop overcomplicating a specific exercise. I will give you a way better variation you can do to basically have the same movement, but in a less embarrassing way, and where you're not actually compensating with another muscle part, okay? So let's see. Now, an exercise which basically has kind of the same movement pattern is a simple step up. So you basically put a bench on the cable machine a little bit away, so you can lean forward and there's already tension on the cable. Keep a straight back and then push up. So all the force has to come from this foot and your heel specifically, okay? Then go down, push the glutes backwards, lean forward until you reach a full range of motion, hitting the floor with your toes with the assisting leg and up. You really don't want to overstretch the knee again. Keep the contraction on the glutes by keeping a slight bend in the knee. Go down, push the glutes backwards as much as you can, hold up. Like, the engagement in the glutes with this exercise is just amazing and a lot better than the other exercise. So yeah, you also don't need to put a lot of weight for this exercise. It's an exercise you can easily get wrong and lose emphasis on the area you want to have the emphasis. So keep the load minimal and really focus on a full range of motion, and that all the force and all the work comes from the working leg, and try to minimize the work from the assisting leg. That's really the key for this exercise. Okay guys, that was it for today. Yeah, I really hope it was helpful. And if it was helpful, then please let me know in the comments down below, or by simply liking this video. It really helps a lot if you engage with my channel to grow my community on here as well, because I really do my best to give a lot of valuable information to you. And yeah, I would really love and appreciate if you could also show your support back to me in liking or commenting on my videos. So thank you so much if you do. And let me know if you want to see that kind of concept, like this or that kind of videos, but with other muscle groups, let's say for upper body or other lower body variations. Let me know if you enjoy them, and then we can see for the next couple of videos.